Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, your #1 YouTuber.
Thank you all. You're too kind, thank you. And welcome everyone on YouTube. My name is Dominic Rossi, your #1 YouTuber in the universe. And today, guys, we're going to be viewing one of my greatest movies of all time. Is actually Finding Nemo. Yep, you guessed it. And you may be wondering, have I seen this movie? You're absolutely right. I've seen it like so many times. I even usually see one of the greatest bonus features like Making Nemo, visual commentary, art review, and of course, characters. I've always liked how some of the directors, animators, they did extremely well on the greatest movie, Finding Nemo. I usually like to see one of the deleted scenes, even so much more. I always like how they test animation. I even try virtual aquariums, even audio commentaries that I've done, and it's pretty much amazing. But one of the scenes that I've watched were extremely sad, but like, something like most terrified me when I get a heart attack. But never mind that though. I've been usually so great that I've watched this movie so many times, like I'd say, like 17 years. But the movie is actually about a father looking for his son Nemo, but somehow he met Dory, which means that he needs to cross all the way to P. 40 to Walmy Way, Sydney. And to get there, he has to pass through jellyfish, whales, and even sharks, like Bruce Chum and Anchor. I so pretty much love these characters' designs, and they're pretty much amazing. Even though, like in Making Nemo, they usually need to use like their storyboards, layout, animation, and the finished, lit, and rendered frame they see in a movie theater. Even though one of the greatest directors is Andrew Stanton, Leon Critch, Bob Peterson, even the co-writers, I always like how they doing storyboarding, and it's the guys where they sit in the room, they have bad ideas, even drawing ideas, and put them on the wall, and making sure it's like a big comic book, which actually tells us in the whole film. And I usually like to understand that since I learned video production back at school, and it was pretty much amazing. I remember back at Montvale that I watched the whole Finding Nemo movie on DVD in my old classroom. But then I usually feel like if I saw the bonus features, I pretty much thought it would be nice, and pretty much feel like it was like amazing. But I mean, like there's like some other stuff that like I've been knowing ever since I've been watching it when I was a kid, and I was usually loving that movie, and it was pretty good. And I pretty much like how it's inspired by Toy Story and Monsters Incorporated. Some people would be saying that the movie was pretty great for the video, and then the people would say that Making Nemo was one of the greatest videos of the bonus features of Disc 1 of Finding Nemo. I used to remember that I had that DVD once ago, and I'd say last year my disc got scratched on the first one. But I usually realize that if I can get a new one, then I'll be able just to go through, I guess, all over the stuff that like the bonus features, our review, and some other stuff. But the only thing I like about it is how they work really fast and done well. Because all they did was animation tests, like Oren Jacob, the supervising technical director, that does the greatest shot of the kickback splash of the boat ride. And I do feel like it's like pretty good, but that's something that I would try if I had Blender on my phone, like if they had it. But I just pretty much wanted to want my animation to be inspired. All my work I've done, like in movies, shows, even animation I've done. But I pretty much usually want to feel like it's been, well, I don't know, I guess something else I want to say. And usually I thought it would be amazing to watch it. And in my dream, I always feel like going to Pixar Animation Studios, but I do wish that I would have go there sometime, because I want to learn about the storyboards, layout, animation, finished film. I know that some people spent a long, tough road working on this movie, but they've all been there before, and they know it's worth it, and it's worth all the hard work. And this one was going to be stunning, and it is. And they always say it was like 100% done of Finding Nemo. It was usually incredible, but makes sense. Like, the greatest people have been celebrating that movie for so many years. Like, I'd say, like, 31 years. And it's still my favorite movie to watch. But let's get one thing straight. I was actually thinking of something inside my mind. What if they had an arc? Like, a whole character person arc of, like, what happened in the story?
That's right. I'm talking about plots of the story. That thing I was actually thinking about, if they have an arc. You see, we all got so pretty well with these characters like Marlon and Dory. But here's the thing. You might want to know why, because I feel like that Marlon is intense on Dory because Dory doesn't try to remember. But I feel like that at the end of the movie, she remembers well. Then I usually feel like that, like, then they usually make this, but it was like pretty much crazy. Like, if you guys seen the movie, I pretty much haven't known. But I always feel like that one of my most crazy scenes that I watched of this movie was kind of a jellyfish scene, which happened in the film. So it kind of like more scary, but like more terrifying that Marlon and Dory went in. So I was hoping that if they could have found a way, like if they could have went to other direction, followed Dory's way. I was hoping that if they could have followed their own way, which is what Dory was knowing the better too. So that always feels like a more feeling intense on the film and what really happened. It might be one way that I haven't figured out yet. But for Nemo, I always feel like that he would be like a great hero because when in the end of the movie, well, almost at the end, where he was actually saying all the fish to swim down, and that was something that I may have never known in my life. But I was actually glad to say thank God I love that how he did that. And it was pretty good actually. And at the end of the scene, I pretty much like how the octopus farted. Like get it? Like the octopus farted because remember the girl, the little one that she got scared, that they made her inked? That was cracking me up so hard. And then the other one almost farted, which kind of makes me funny so hard, really. I've always been usually searching up Finding Nemo full movies on YouTube, but it always says buy or rent. So I started watching one of the scenes. All I found was like Finding Toaster, Filmmakers Roundtable, even so much more I haven't seen, even the DVD RIP. I always watch bonus features, and I don't know what the other YouTube poops are, but it's kind of funny, but I don't watch that anymore. Usually one of the best voice actors that I usually liked is actually Albert Brooks, Alexander Gold, Ellen DeGeneres, Harry Humphreys, Andrew Stanton, and even so much more. I mean, oh my gosh, like, I do love the voice actors, but they sound so talented, really. When I say talented, I mean, like, they're very good at voice acting. Like, imagine, like, if I were to voice someone, like, in a redub version, and I always voice Mr. Ray and Aaron Williams' videos, links in the description, and I usually like to say that his videos are like amazingly good, really. I always liked how it was pretty awesome, and it was good. I talked slowly Korean script. It's like how I do in other films, shows, episodes, and so much more. Not like in Finding Nemo, but like in movies though, like scenes and everything. And it's pretty much good, and I usually like watching so many movies, like Finding Nemo though, like so cool. Honestly, it's amazing. Watch it over and over again. But it also pains me to say this, that at the end, it makes me feel sad on the inside when I was crying, and yeah, I feel sad. But I always like being happy sometimes watching Finding Nemo, and it gives me great harm worth and feeling emotions that was in the movie. And even though I love watching it so many times, that the movie is amazing. Even though I love to watch deleted scenes, voice actors, even so much more, I love them all the time. And hopefully, I will be able to get the chance to get the new DVD, like the Finding Nemo 2-disc DVD collection. And hopefully it will be great. Well, I'm your #1 fan, Dominic Rossi, and I hope you liked it. And happy 21st anniversary of Finding Nemo.